Like, I feel like I am a creative person. I can have full-blown conversations and act out scenarios in my head that I imagine will happen. Like, I have conversations with Angelica all the time. And let's be real, she don't talk back to me, you know? She's not a sentient being yet that I know of. You know, she might be paying me for a fool. Who am I? Well, you're about to find out. Hello unicorns, humans, aliens and other sentient beings. I'm Tiffany DG, a wandering black unicorn, and I'm here to share my voice and my presence with the world. My channel is all about sharing my love of TV, books and films. It may be a bit hectic at times, but I promise you will enjoy every aspect of it. And all I have to say back to that is... And I do want to introduce you to my co-host, Angelica. Okay? She would be alive in a parallel universe, but in this universe, she is a unicorn, just like me. Okay? So she'll be here. She's who I normally talk to about my books, but now I'm sharing my voice with you guys. So I will just have her on standby. Okay? Let's just put her here. You just stay there for now, Angelica. You just stay there now stay there for now. Perfect.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So why did I start this channel? There are many factors, many reasons for why I decided to start the channel. But the most important one, I think, is I felt like taking up space on Beyonce's internet. I felt like this was my time to shine. This was my moment, if you will. You know, I've been a long time lurker, a long time watcher and peruser of review spaces, of people talking about what books they like to read, you know, their best of list, you know, giving their recommendations. I've watched people's reaction videos to shows that I am intrigued by, and I have thoughts and feelings as well. I have things on my mind that I want to share. So I felt like this is my time to put myself out there, to discuss these thoughts, to engage with the community that has grown, and to just make my presence known. You know, I don't like those people say that 2024 is a year, but I feel like it could be. Yeah. So what unique things can I bring to the bookish community? And what unique things can my channel bring? What unique things? Me. I am the unique thing. You know, even though I'm a twin to a boy. There's only one of me. You know, you can't replicate perfection and fabulousness like me. No, honestly. No. So I actually wanted to start this channel last year. I did post like 1 or 2 videos. And when I started to do the Booktube Newbie Tag, I was thinking, I don't know what unique things I can bring. And my confidence just took a hit, because I'm not trying to change up the formula that works. I just want to talk about my reviews. I want to talk about the books I like, the TV shows I watch, the films that are doing it. You know, the films that are actual movies that I like to watch. It's not going to be unique, except for me, you know? So I kind of took away those reviews I posted last year, and my confidence took a hit, because I'm just like, it's been done before. Everything's been done before. Why am I'm nothing new. I'm nothing special. But then I realized, bitch, you are special. Bitch, you are unique. You know? Angelica told me I'm unique. My mama told me I'm the most special person in the world. None of my siblings can compare. Okay? Word for word. You know? So like, here I am. I'm the unique being. This is what my channel brings to me. Why do I love reading, and when did I start reading? So I missed out. I didn't read in my formative years. Like, reading wasn't for me. I was more of a watcher of the visual medias. Like, I was in my TV bag. I was in my film watching. The anime had me in a chokehold, okay? I was all for that. I wasn't really reading. But then, April of 2011, a show premiered and it consumed my waking moments. Can you guess what that show was? I'll give you a moment. It was Game of Thrones, okay? Everybody, their mama, their dog, their uncle, and their bottom of their foot. Everybody was obsessed with Game of Thrones, okay? And I'm no different. So I watched the first season and I said I loved it. How it ended, like what? How dare you kill off Eddard Stark like that? What's the actor's name? Sean Bean? Sounds like it's Sean Bean. But they killed off the main guy. Like, I thought that was what the show was about. I thought it was about him. But they killed him off. And I was like, okay, I need to know what happened next. I can't wait a whole year for the another season to premiere. So what did I do? I got myself the books. And I read all the books that were published at that time. And that's all the books that are still published now, let's be real. So I read them all and I was just like, yep, this is it. This is fantastic. And I had a moment, I had an epiphany, because my name is Tiffany. No, but I had an epiphany and I was like, what other shows and films do I love that are adaptations? I looked at all the films that I actually enjoyed. Jurassic Park, Lord of the Rings, Fight Club, just to name some of them, all based on books. So I thought, let me start reading these books. And I have never stopped. I've just been reading. Favorite books and what are my favorite genres? So I am not too picky. I would read relatively everything and anything. But these are my top 5 genres and they are in this order, okay? My top genre, number 1 genre, fantasy. I love me some fantasy. My fantasy, however, needs to be high stakes, needs to have action in it. I don't like a happy ending, or if you win at the end, like if you defeat your if the main character defeats the antagonist, saves the day, you have to earn it. You have to sacrifice a lot. Like the world that you created may think you're a hero, but you yourself need to be crushed and in pain because of all the sacrifices you made. You know, I like problems.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
And also the world building needs to be on point. I like to immerse myself into new worlds. There are 5, again, I like number 5. There are 5 key elements in fantasy that I would love, adore. Like if you have this, I'm already rating you a little bit higher. If you do it well, you know. If you have these elements and you don't do it well, you should have just never had it, because these are my favorite parts of fantasy, you know. These are not in order, by the way. These are just my top 5 aspects of fantasy. I like me some demons, okay? I like me some evil dead. I like me some spirits that have turned. So, just demons. I like me some demons. And an offshoot of that, to piggyback off the demon, I like own world gods. I like made up pantheons, you know? I can get with a mythology retelling, but I know the mythologies. I don't want to read the retelling because I can retell it in my head. I want to know about the new gods. I want to know about the gods that you've created, and that's what I like to see. I love me some dragons. Ooh, dragons are just spectacular. I love I can't pick between dragons and unicorns, but if you have dragons and unicorns in your book, and if the unicorns are they evil? No, but dragons and unicorns, you know. I do like mythological creatures, but those are my top 2. If you have any of those in your books, I'm for it. I'm reading it all the way through, okay? Pirates. I love me some pirates. Oh, the thing is, I like the glorified way of life that pirates lead. I don't care about their struggle. Like, I know they stink. They all got diseases, you know. Their wounds are festering, and they're thieves. They're stealing from people. Fine, whatever. I like the romance of pirate stories. I like literally the fantasy of pirate stories. Okay, I don't care about their reality of how they supposedly have lived. I like the idea of them, and so pirates, I love them. And my last part of fantasy that I would just die for is the magic system. Okay, you have low magic systems or soft magic system that don't really explain it. It's just like, okay, this is what happens. All right, move that to the side. Whatever. I want hard magic systems. I want you to explain it to me, and I want to know when your protagonist, when your character levels up. I want to see that progression. I want to know if both of your if you have two characters in the book that are both like witches or they're both fire wielders. One only can light a candle, but the other one can blow up a volcano with his mind because he controls the lava. I like to see the difference. Magic systems and unique ones at that, you know? Or a unique take on what's already been done. So some of my faves of this genre, there's a lot. I'm just gonna name a few. You got Rage of Dragons, because you got dragons, but the character work, the revenge story in this book, phenomenal. Phenomenal. And the fact that it was self-published and then became published, I like that even more. I like to see people getting their props. We have Battle Mage by Peter Flannery. Oh, if I didn't mention before, Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. We have Battle Mage. Oh, it gave me everything. We have demons. We have dragons. We have magic. Oh, and the history of the dragons in this book is fantastic. It's like a coming of age. Not even a coming of age. He is of age. He tried to learn why his daddy's crazy. My second favorite genre is sci-fi. Now with sci-fi, what I like reading in sci-fi and what I like watching in sci-fi are two different things. So I like watching all types of sci-fi. TV, film, any type of sci-fi, I'm going to watch it. However, when I'm reading my books, I don't like our world sci-fi. I don't like sci-fi set in our world. Or even if it's dystopian, if it's like 150 years in the future, it's too close. I need it to be way ahead. I need it to be thousands of years. And I need to be, my present day Earth is like a distant memory. And then I can do it, okay? So like when I'm reading books, I don't want to have a science lesson. I didn't like science in school. It's not for me. But I do like space operas. I do like sci-fi, fantasy blended, mixed together, okay? I do like the idea of when you're talking about in the future, aliens are coming or the AI is taking over. But it's not now. It's not happening now, no. No, I'm safe. It's the descendants. It's the next generation that's got to worry. That's where I'm at. Anyway, so my faves of this genre, just to name a few, we have the Cult series by R.R. Hayward. This book is ridiculous and I love every moment of it. It's fantastic. We have Philosophy Weapon by Megan E. O'Keefe. My next genre that I like is, this is what I normally read in between my heavy fantasy series when I need like a palate cleanser. And I can finish these books within a day. These are quick reads for me, but they give me something more. They give me a dose of reality. And these are romance contemporary books, okay? Like, there are so many different tropes in this genre, and there are some that I love, some that I hate. I'm not going to get into that now because this video is already going to be too long. But I love me some romance contemporary, and I love seeing black love on the page, because that's what I mostly read when I'm looking for the self-published romances. It's mostly black love. Now, we're getting a bit of British black love because I'm British. I need to see it happening in London, in the UK, so I need to know what's going on. But for now, anything that she writes, Christina C. Jones, is my gal. Anything she writes, I'm going to read. The latest book she published that I read, Hustle Takeover, such a good book. Such a good book. Loved every moment. Like, Christina C. Jones, I love all her story, but it gets elevated when I audiobook it, because most of the time it's with Jacoby DM and Wesley Chabon. Through them, I learned of other black romance authors, because Wesley Chabon and Jacoby DM, audiobook, they are it. If they are doing the audiobook, I'ma listen to it, you know? I'ma do it. And then if I like the book, I'm gonna look up the author and read the rest of their works. you know? So it's just a train. Love it. My last genre, I know it's a bit long, I know, I read a lot. But my last genre that I like to read is my thriller. And in particular, for thrillers, murder mysteries. I feel like in another life, I would have been a detective and I would have been great. You'll be calling me DCI Dunkley and I will be solving all the crimes, who killed who, when, where, how. So when I read a murder mystery, I'm a detective and I like solving the crime along with the protagonist, with the main character. Now, if in the book I can solve the crime and I'm going to tell you 20% in that's the murderer, but you give me some twists and turns and I can't find out who the murderer is, I'm shooketh. Like, who? I do like cozy mysteries, because cozy mysteries, there's always murder that someone is trying to solve. Not a professional detective, but like just a local person. Like, someone died, all right, I'm gonna find out. And I don't know why, but every cozy mystery, someone's eating. They're always eating, and I like my food, so I want to eat what you're eating, so we can solve this mystery together. So let's wrap this up a bit. So what can you expect from this channel? For this channel, I'm just gonna do me. I'm gonna talk about the things I love, the things I hate. It's not gonna be solely bookish, let's be real. I'm gonna be talking about books, I'm gonna be talking about TV shows, films I've watched, anime, you know, because I love my anime. We're gonna talk about everything, you know. All the storytelling forms that I've consumed, we're going to discuss it, because the art of storytelling is my passion. There will be reviews, there will be book reviews on the books I'll be reading, full series reviews, because I'm going to binge watch, I'm going to binge read. That's what I do, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the whole thing to see if it's worth your time. But I'm not going to promise you nothing. You're just going to get me and Angelica. Okay? So that's it. That's all for today. That's it for this video. I can't wait to start this journey. I can't wait to find my bookish tribe. And thank you for watching.